Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. We're ready for part 2 of our camper renovation. Part 1 was us filming the outside, us painting the outside, refreshing the outside of the camper and the trailer. So now we're going to be working on the inside, and we're going to be painting and putting in some new flooring. We've got new bedding that we picked out. We're going to be cleaning out the cleaning off the canvas and everything. So let me show you what we're working with. So here's a quick look of the inside. This is one side of the pop-up, and we have one bunk over there that is a full-size bed. This is our kitchenette that I've already removed all of the cabinet doors and the drawers that go here, these cabinet doors. I also removed the cabinet doors from this side over here. Sorry for the wind, you guys. It's really windy today. Up top is the sink and the stove top, and I did start painting it this pretty blue color. It's called Pool. It's a chalk color, but we decided to go with white. So I'll be painting over all of that, and then I'll also be painting all of this on this side. It is just the heater and then some open storage over here. And then I'll be painting all of this area here, those doors and everything I've already painted. And then we'll be cleaning up this side over here, just cleaning. If you can see, there's like some stains on the canvas that we'll be cleaning. And then we'll also be cleaning up here, and we're going to paint the ceiling just to give it a nice fresh coat and get rid of any stains. And then we'll also be ripping up this blue carpet, which underneath it does have some vinyl. You can see that over here. That's what it looks like underneath. So we'll just be replacing that with some peel and stick vinyl wood planks. And then here's the other side. That is the queen bunk. Again, we just have to clean the canvas. It's really dirty, just needs some cleaning up, and it's in really good condition. It just needs to be cleaned. And then I'll be painting all of this white, and then I'll be painting this as well, this bench, and then we'll be covering the seat cushions. So that is what we are starting with.
All right, I'm out here working on the trailer. I'm gonna start off with just kind of cleaning some stuff up. I'm gonna work on vacuuming it up, vacuuming out some of the cabinets, ripping up the flooring as much as I can so we can clean it before we get it set up. So I'm gonna get started.
Okay, to get started, Danny grabbed our Dyson and vacuumed the carpet, which you might be thinking, why are you vacuuming the carpet? You're about to pull it up. And I honestly thought the same thing when I saw this footage. However, he explained to me that he wanted it to be clean before he started ripping it up because he didn't want anything that was on the carpet to be up in his face. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. So he vacuumed first, and he vacuumed off the mattresses as well. And those mattresses are probably originals that came with this. It is a 1993, so I was kind of creeped out by the mattresses. I'm not going to lie. So what we did, and you don't see in the video, but what we did was we pulled them out, and I sprinkled baking soda all over them, and we left them in our driveway in the sun for a good 6 hours. And that made me feel better because I know the sun kills all the things. So hopefully it killed whatever was left on these mattresses. But once he got all of this cleaned up, then he started to rip up the carpet. And as you can see underneath, there was this beautiful, very modern linoleum. Again, it's a 1993. This really does show the age of the pop-up. It had little flowers on it. My mom probably had it in her house when she was younger. When I was a kid, I don't even know, but it had to go. I knew it wasn't going to be sticking around, but getting the carpet out did make a huge difference. It made the space feel bigger, even though the linoleum underneath was gross. It was lighter, and it did give me hope that this was all going to come together. And then it was time to move on to painting. Now, I started by taping everything off and using newspaper ads to cover majority of the bunks and the kitchen area because I wanted to spray paint, and I knew that it was going to get everywhere. It was so windy this day, and which was great because it kept the airflow going, but it was bad because it was going to move the paint around in the air, and I didn't want it going anywhere it didn't need to go. So I did the tedious task of putting this everywhere. It took forever. I just had a good podcast on and plowed through it. And as you can see, the cabinets there are that aqua color, which is really pretty. It is a chalk paint. However, I decided against it for a number of reasons. Number one, I really hate the feel of chalk paint. It feels like chalk, and if you like that feeling, awesome. I do not. It feels very strange on my hands, and it was going to be really hard to clean. You can't wipe it off very easily. So I knew I needed to spray paint, and I decided to go with white because I wanted a really light and airy feeling in this space. There's going to be a lot of us in here, and I just didn't want it to feel overwhelming, and I thought color might make me feel a little bit overwhelmed. And so we went with white, and I'm really glad we did. So I just took the time to finish taping all the areas off, and I didn't tape the floor because we were going to be replacing it and putting something down, so that saved me a ton of time. If we weren't going to be replacing the floor, then I would have covered it with a drop cloth. This right here is the heater, and again, I just used the painter's tape and newspaper to cover it.
I've got this feeling, I'm feeling you could be the one. I see no reason why I should ever let you go.
I used the Waverly chalk paint in Cashew. It's like a tan color, and I used this to prime. Now, the whole reason I used chalk paint to begin with was to kind of add grip to the plywood. That wood is not real. And so sanding it down wasn't going to give it the proper texture to paint. So I just used the chalk paint. It's really gritty, and it made it really easy to paint over. And the original color that you see there, that blue that I had first started to paint, that's also by Waverly, and the color is Pool. And it actually looks a lot lighter in this picture, but it's really bright. It's a very bright teal. Also, I had already taken off all of the cabinet doors and pulled the drawers out because I painted those out in my backyard, and I didn't film it because I forgot. But I did post a little bit about it on my Instagram. So if you're interested, you can go check that out. I do have a highlight on my Instagram feed for the camper, and you can check it out there.
Don't wanna wake up if I'm dreaming, because you know I can't get enough of this feeling you're giving me. Don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up. Don't wanna wake up without you, baby, without. I wouldn't know what to, baby, without you. I wouldn't know what to. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know. I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. Baby, without. I wouldn't know what to do. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know. You got me wrapped around your finger. Tell me what you wanna do. I think we're part of something bigger, and now my mind is filled with you. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know. Baby, without. I wouldn't know what to. Baby, without you. I wouldn't know what to. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know. Baby, without. I wouldn't know what to do. Is that tears that I feel up with emotions? Could I taste them for real? Longing for you, longing for you. Oh, but I can't get back. What can I do? What can I do? Oh, when your train is gone. I don't wanna go back, back. Don't wanna go back. If you are not with me, hey, do you read me? Go back, back to where we came from. If my hands are empty, hey, do you read me? Go back. I don't wanna go alone. Go back. If you are not with me, hey, I don't wanna go back. I know you want the best for me. Your intentions are good. I walk back to my history, into my old neighborhood. Longing for you, longing for you. Oh, but I can't get back. What can I do? What can I do when your train is gone? I don't wanna go back, back. Don't wanna go back. If you are not with me, hey, do you read me? Go back, back to where we came from. If my hands are empty, hey, do you read me? Go back.
Okay, I'm just going to take a quick second to update you. It is very windy today. It's not very windy, but it's pretty windy today. So the roof has been kind of all over the place, but that's been fun and terrifying. My hands are covered in chalk paint. So let me show you how much I've done. I've gotten almost all of my priming done. I have a very small amount left to do. However, my phone died, and I like to listen to audiobooks and podcasts. I think I've told you guys that before. So Danny is plugging me in and getting me a charger, but let me show you where I'm at so far. Okay, so here is what I have done so far. Don't mind the wind, but I've gotten all of this primed. I just have to do over here in this section. I did on the other side of this bench, so I have to do this side there, the side here, and then I just have to finish up this right here. I've already started it, but I got all of this over here done. So that is good. I need to do down towards the bottom, but Danny has to finish ripping up that carpet over there. And yeah, so I'm almost done, which is good because we are almost out of the chalk paint. So I'm hoping that I don't need to buy more. I'd like to be able to finish this with what I have, but it's looking really, really good. Once we get the floor in, it's gonna look so pretty. And then I ordered a cleaner for the canvas that I saw in a Facebook group that I'm in, and it's not here yet, but it's supposed to be here tomorrow. So then I can work on all that. That's going to take a long time, I think, and a lot of magic erasers.
You say all the right things when I'm hurting. You always pick me up when I am down. It's like you have a spark that leaves me burning. Yeah, you just have your ways to get me high. You make all my dreams come true. It feels right when I'm around you. We could break up and then make up. I always come back to you. You move me in a way never thought anyone could. You get me high. You're my drug when I am feeling blue. It's all you, 'cause you're the one. Yeah, the one. Yeah, you're the one. Yeah, the one. You touch me in a way that makes me shiver. Sometimes I can't believe that you are mine. Love's a gun and baby, you're my trigger.
3 years later, when we were done with all of the priming, we were able to get started with the spray painting. Now, I did spray paint the kitchenette area first off camera to make sure that it was going to look okay and work out okay, and it did. The camera's shaky here, and I'm really sorry. It was so windy, but like I said, it just helped to air out the space while we were doing this. I wore a mask and I had my glasses on to protect my eyes, and honestly, you guys, this is just the easiest way to paint something. And I used the Rust-Oleum 2 times paint and primer spray paint, and it just works so well. I did this with glossy, so it'd be easy to wipe off, and I love it. I'm so obsessed with the way it came out. Keep a wet rag nearby in case you spray paint something that you don't want to have spray paint on it, but honestly, I'm just obsessed with the way this all came out.
Looking for someone who can play though, wanna hang with me. I'm not really looking for a friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone not afraid to give it all to me. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you. Not asking for much, but it feels like the two of us are golden, are gorgeous. We'll do you good, so take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. We'll do you good, cause I am golden, I'm golden. You're not really looking for a friend, so at the top for me. Never thought that loving would be easy, but it's all for free. Won't cost a thing, so it's yours.
Okay, so it is later on in the night. I was just taking off all of the newspaper and stuff that I put up. I'm going to put the cabinet doors back on and see what it looks like. But Danny started putting down the floor to see like how we're doing and how much we're going to need, and it literally fits that space perfectly. It's kind of crazy.
And it's going to fit across here perfectly because it's 3 feet and this is 6 feet.
Perfect.
I didn't even think about it.
No, so that's going to fit perfectly. So yeah, so this is where we're at as of right this second. It looks so stinking good. We bought some paint to do the countertop. We just have to take it off so that we can paint it. We got to figure out how, or we can paint it while it's in here. We just got to cover everything. And of course the beds will be pushed all the way in. I just had them pushed back while I was painting over here.
Which makes that spot look really dirty now.
It does make that spot look really dirty, so we're gonna have to figure that out. But I also painted the ceiling. The color is Gentle Rain by Bear. It's just a color we had for our house, and it just made a tremendous difference. So I'm actually gonna paint like all of this area up here. This is all the same material as the ceiling. Yeah, it just really adhered on there really nicely, and so I'm just gonna freshen all that up because it just looks so dirty and old and dated now. Same thing with the light fixtures. We're gonna take them down and spray paint them so that they look nice and fresh. And yeah, that's where we're at as of right now. So we're gonna see how much more wood we need, because Danny needs to go to Home Depot. We were doing a little bit of caulking just to the edges over here because there was a lot of space underneath the plywood and everything, and so we just wanted to make sure that there wasn't a ton of space for bugs to come. So that's where we're at with that. And then let me show you what we're using. This is the color that we got for the cushion. The cushion has a big old hole in it down there, but this is just a pleather that we got from Hobby Lobby, $24.99 per yard, but I used my 40% coupon. It was 50% off the other day. I should have bought it, but I wasn't sure. So that is where we're at. You guys, it is really coming together and it looks so stinking good. Tomorrow, the canvas cleaner should be here, but that'll probably be in video 3. I'll probably end this one so it's not too long soon. Oh, and then I also took down the, what is that called, babe?
Fire extinguisher.
Yes, the fire extinguisher. And I spray painted it black. So that looks good. And then we got to do the door. The door is a hot mess. So we're going to use the blade to take off all those stickers, and then we'll spray paint the inside of that too to match the outside. So that's where we're at. But this is looking so stinking good. The color is gray ash. Babe, who's the brand?
Traffic Master?
Traffic Master. We got it at Home Depot, and it was 34 square feet.
Yeah.
For $35-ish, somewhere around there, around 40 bucks. Okay, so it is the next day. Off camera, Danny had cleaned the floors. He wiped them down, and then he rolled on the tile adhesive primer. That just allowed for the floor to have a little extra grip, and it made it so that the tiles went down really smooth. I don't know why I keep calling them tiles. They're planks, but we wanted them to look like tiles. So what you see him doing here is he's using his metal ruler to leave a little bit of space in between each one of the planks so that we can grout and give it that tile feel. I just feel like that makes it look a little more modern, and the other reason we did it is because it's waterproof. So these vinyl planks are waterproof, which is phenomenal. And then the grout that we put down was also waterproof, and then he sealed them around the edges with caulking, which made it all waterproof because I got a bunch of kids, and if they're in here and they spill water or anything or come in here wet from the lake, I want to make sure that we're not damaging the floor underneath or the actual frame of the trailer. So having waterproof floors is a must. So this is why we went this route. It was very affordable. These vinyl planks were about $40 for a box of them. We used a box and 3 little planks, and so that was extremely affordable, and it gave us the protection we were looking for. The color is gray ash. I'll have it all linked for you down below, but I'm obsessed with the way that this turned out. The other great thing about these is that you don't need to use a saw. So what you see Danny doing there is kind of breaking them in half. To cut them, you score them with a razor or an X-Acto blade, and then you just kind of bend it where you scored it, and it pops right off, and it's nice and clean and so easy to use. I'm so glad we went this route. It looked beautiful, and now I just want to put vinyl planks on all the things.
Wait up, ain't got no time for that. I've stayed up, I was hoping that you would change your ways. Wake up, you blew your final chance. Make up, I'm trying, but I cannot be mad at you. I don't know how you...
Okay, so I just wanted to pop on and show you where we're at. So Danny has been putting down the peel and stick flooring, and this is where we're at. So he's been cutting it so that you can see the seams like aren't all side by side to each other, and then we're going to grout it. There's special grout that you can use for this flooring. So this is what it is looking like, and it looks so amazing. So now he's going to be working on this side over here. So we still have all of this to do. I think I'm going to start working on those and getting the cushions done. I am also taping off this area here where the sink is, because I've been using the back of this tile, like the paper, to put up here because I am going to spray this. I bought a special spray paint for that. I think I showed you that. So that is what we're doing. I went today to go get sheets for the beds. However, the sheets that I chose or that I wanted weren't there anymore, so I have to look at a different store. I was going to Walmart because I don't want sheet sets. I just want flat sheets. We don't need the sets. So that is where we're at as of right now. It's looking amazing. I know these clips are a little bit blurry and I apologize. It was dark outside, but I wanted to get this done. I had dinner cooking and just figured I would pop out here in the backyard and do them real quick. I used a staple gun and I wrapped the cushion like a present, and that was the easiest way for me. And the reason why I did this and I didn't sew the cushion covers is because, again, I got a ton of kids and I just know that these are going to rip and they're going to destroy them over time. And so this will be an easy way for me to replace the fabric if I need to. The fabric is from Hobby Lobby. It is an upholstery fabric. You find it hanging, and it was $24.99 for a yard, but I did use my coupon, so I got 40% off, and I did use 2 yards, 1 yard per cushion, and I went back on 2 separate days to grab it, so that way I used my coupon each time. Gotta be a bargain shopper. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to day 1500 of the camper reno. I don't know if this is going to be 2 videos or 1 video, so I don't know if what I'm about to show you is going to be on the next video or if it's going to be on the same one, but I want to show you where we're at as of right now. Danny is finishing up the flooring. I'm about to work on some painting and then cleaning of the canvas, so let me show you where we're at. Okay, so here is where we're at. Sorry for the sun. But we've got majority of the flooring done, and Danny is just finishing it up on this side over here, and then we still have to grout it. And I am going to work on painting right now. I painted the ceiling, and I'm going to work on painting all of this area around here the same color, so it's the same kind of fresh. So this is the primer that we use. It just makes the bottom of the floor like not, it takes the gloss away and it makes it, you know, prepares it for you to put down the peel and stick. We got this at Home Depot, and it's in the same aisle as the peel and stick, which here's what we're using. So pretty, and I just love the way that it is looking in there. And then it just, all you do is to cut it. You just score it with like an X-Acto blade. This is what we're using. We got this at AutoZone. It's great for peeling off any kind of vinyl decals. This is what we use to peel off the vinyl decals on the outside of our trailer. And he just scores it where he needs it, and then you just break it gently, and it breaks off just fine. Now let's talk about painting this roof. I had no intentions of painting the ceiling and the sides of the roof. However, I had grabbed this paint from my garage to paint the countertops with it. We were originally going to use a darker spray paint, a hammered spray paint, but we decided we wanted a nice light feel to everything. You see Ronan there sitting on the bunk and me talking to him. He's reading a Magic Treehouse book to me and I'm explaining words to him. That was really fun. But I'm really glad that I did paint this because it just made everything feel really fresh. And although it wasn't something I planned to do, I am so thankful I did it. It made such a huge difference to the space, and I would highly recommend it. I just used a regular semi-gloss paint from Bear. The color is Gentle Rain. It's the same color as the bench that I have in my house that Danny built. Something else I had no intentions of painting, but I'm so glad I did, is the door. That door slides down and it does lock, so it just gives you a little extra layer of protection. And I had wiped it down and was like, this is a weird color. I should probably paint it. And I did. And I'm super thankful I did. It just looked really nice and fresh. Now, the only thing I didn't do was paint the outside of the door. So that's going to be next after this trip, because the rest of the outside looks beautiful with fresh paint, except for the door. Whoops, forgot that part. And then Danny was ready to get back to the floor. He had taken a little break, but he was ready to get back to the flooring and get this finished. What you don't see is him walking out of the trailer every 2 minutes to get a new piece, to score a new piece, measuring, all of that good stuff. So it was quite a process, but honestly, I wouldn't change a thing. It turned out so perfectly. He had to keep wiping everything down because of the wind. It was blowing in all this dust and debris, and if you don't clean it, then it doesn't lay down flat and you don't get a really good seal, and then it's not waterproof anymore because water can get underneath. And that was our biggest thing. We didn't want there to ever be water underneath to damage anything. So just make sure you're wiping it regularly and keeping it debris free. And then all of a sudden, he was there with the last piece. It was crazy to think it was finally done. And as he was finishing this, we were discussing what we were going to do to make the edges look nice, because it clearly needed some kind of trim around the edge. And that's when he talked about using the quarter round. He knew that that was going to work and would look really nice. And so that's very affordable. It's like $8 for 12 feet. We purchased 2 of them and it covered the entire trailer, and it really just gives it that finished look. Okay, so we're on like day number 5 now that we're working on the pop-up, but Danny spent the day yesterday grouting all of the floor. Kind of gives it a cool tile look. So I'm going to show you some pictures now of what that looks like. We just used a pre-mixed tile grout. The color is alabaster. I'll have all of the products linked for you down below in the description box. Everything was purchased at Home Depot. And now what he's doing is just putting a trim. What is this called, babe? A half circle? Quarter circle trim. Quarter circle round. And we're just putting it around the whole trim of the floor just to kind of finish it off, because where the wall meets the floor, there's like a gap. So we're putting this down to fill that space, and then he'll caulk it so that it keeps it like waterproof. So that's what we're doing right now. And then I am gonna go start getting things ready to bring in. So we're gonna get the beds made. We've got egg crates for those. We're gonna get the curtains hung. So this whole window here doesn't have a curtain. So we are gonna hang that up as well and just start packing her up because we leave in 2 days. So this is the quarter round that I'm talking about. So if we were to take this away, you can see there's like a space in some areas. So putting this there gives it that finished look. And I'm just going to paint it the same white as the rest of everything. And everything needs a wipe down again. You know, I got a lot of questions about doing white in here, but it's glossy, so it's easy to wipe off. Now it was time to go ahead and make the beds. We had purchased these mattress pads from Walmart, and they were just going to give me that little extra layer of protection. I was vacuuming them really quickly to make sure all the baking soda was up before I put it down. Now this bunk is supposed to be a queen, and so that's what I purchased for the mattress pad. However, as you're going to see when I put it on, it's clearly not big enough. The bed is definitely more of a king size than it is a queen. So I did go to Walmart, which you don't see here, but you'll notice a change of sunlight there. I was gone for about an hour trying to find a bigger one, but I couldn't. So I just made it work for now. We'll have to get another one eventually, but this will work for now. And then we're adding on the fitted sheet. This is just a dark gray fitted sheet we purchased from Walmart, and it worked out okay. It was a little small. Again, we'd probably need a king, but it worked for now. And then we moved over to the other side, and this side is the full, and the full mattress pad did fit perfectly. So that made me very happy. The blankets we used are blankets we already had. These are comforters we've used over the years on our bed. They're both king size, but they fit perfectly. You just tuck them in a little bit. Plus, they just give you a little bit extra feeling of cozy. And then I did decorate a little bit. I got that towel rack from the Dollar Tree. The towels are from Walmart, and the cute little cactus is from Hobby Lobby, and then the decorations that I added are also from Hobby Lobby, and I just love how it turned out. They can play well, but we foretell. Okay, my friends, it's time for me to show you the final product. Like, it's phenomenal. Let me go ahead and show it to you. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a quick little tour, but here's our fun little doormat that we found at Hobby Lobby. And when you come on in, this is what it looks like. Now, typically in a regular one of these campers, you would have 2 of these seats and then a table in the middle, but ours didn't have it. And we thought about going and replacing it, but then we decided we like having all this space. It feels really big and open, and then we can also fit an air mattress here so the kids can sleep down there, and it's really, really great. So when you come in, we've got a bed on one side. That is a full bed, and then we have a queen bed on this side. This is what it looks like. We've got our trash can from Walmart, rug from Walmart, and I believe this tub is from Walmart. This is where shoes will go. And then up above, this is where we hung that Dollar Tree coat rack. And then we've got this plant here. This is from Hobby Lobby. The plant is from Home Depot. This is just bedding that we had. I think we got it at Ross. And then the curtains are just groundlet curtains that we purchased from Walmart. And they are Velcroed onto straps that move side to side, so they do close. And then over here, you saw us recover this seat. This is with a faux leather material that we purchased from Hobby Lobby. The yellow pillows are from Walmart, and this blanket is also from Hobby Lobby. From in my house, here's what this looks like over here. I am obsessed. This cute little banner is also from Hobby Lobby, and the black pillow. I'm going to get one more rug for over here, and then Danny and I talked about we're going to paint these baseboards black because they just get scuffed so fast, so we're going to do them black. And then over here in the little kitchenette, I have this towel rack over the counter towel, or over the cupboard towel rack from Dollar Tree. And the towels are from Walmart, and the cute little cactus is from Hobby Lobby. And the picture is from Hobby Lobby, as is this pot. This plant is a snake plant that we bought at Home Depot, and the lamp is from Walmart. And the little faux plant there is from Target Dollar Spot. And this bedding is also from Ross. So that is what it looks like. It's like so perfect. I told Danny I'm ready to live in it now, so yes. So that is now it of all of our renovating of our pop-up. now we're gonna take it out for some fun. We have our first camping trip in one day, and we've been filling the cabinets as you saw, and I'm just so excited to show you all of our fun adventures that we're gonna have in this thing. So I just want to thank you so much for sticking around for these videos. I hope you enjoyed them, and if you did, make sure you subscribe and come back for more so you can see all the wonderful adventures we have in here. Bye guys, we'll see you soon.